Hi, Manifest Nation, back again. From the video yesterday that I showed you, this is the same video, just under 10 hours later. I did go back and check it, and it was very soon after I made that. It was 2 hours, so you could say this is 10 hours later. It was at, 34, 36 downvotes and 110 upvotes. So it's the downvotes have gone up, by 10, 15, so you could say that's gone up by a quarter. The upvotes have doubled, but it's got 22,000 views now, which is up from just over 1,100. Okay, so in 10 hours, it's got an extra 20,000 views. Right? This does not make sense, does it? Because you get 110 upvotes and 30 odd in the first 2 hours of people viewing. The next 20,000 people only put the same amount of upvotes in and a tiny percentage of downvotes. I would say that is, numbers wise, impossible. Absolutely impossible. This is how they manipulate the system. Let's go to newest first comments. There's been about 90, just over 90 new comments. Let's see if they're positive or negative. Let's go right through them. Just because this is a better software, so you can actually read the stuff without it hurting your eyes. That annoyed me yesterday when I uploaded it. Right, this is negative. David Dyke proved right again. The zany world leaders. Zany is another word for crazy for anyone saving Googling. Yeah. Oh, you've used some good word in there. Cyclical, hemorrhaging. Oh, you gotta love people. They're God have heart. What are people on? That's a no. Oh, someone's just put Q. He's obviously brain dead. Against vaccines. Someone just protecting the animals there. If Boris Johnson did not take a vaccine, why is a vaccine being enforced? Yeah, it's kind of an off thing, but ivermectin, and I'll look that up because I've got a book on pharmacology. He's obviously against it. Every man-made virus has a vaccine. Nice one. Plants crying. Yeah, I thought as much. Bill Gates. Yeah, it's opinion, not facts. Yes, well done. There's people linking videos. Jesus was a carpenter, not a doctor. Bill Gates. I wouldn't say many of these are positive, if any. Shove your vaccines. Never.
Normally, you test the new vaccine first on animals, which could take 1 or 2 years, then start clinical tests on a group of people, first to see if it's safe, then if it does actually stop the virus. And that could take another 2 years. Only then do you test it on much larger groups. That could potentially take a lot more time, taking us up to 8 years or more. With the first COVID-19 vaccines, they're doing the first tests at the same time, testing on animals and on humans, and gambling on starting to manufacture it too. And authorities say they'll scrap any unnecessary red tape to make this period of time even shorter. But there are just too many unknowns to say how much shorter.
Did you notice he didn't say about the time limit on the other one? It said 2+, but do they mean the ages? Now this Chris Whitty, consider yourself vaccinated. I saw that one. That was when I went back and checked after 2 hours. So everything I've looked at is all that's been issued, even though apparently there's an extra 100. So that one's been moved up or posted twice. China will... No, this I read all of these. So the numbers have been manipulated. Let's count them. Apparently there's 179. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I'll stop at 30 on mine. And I will go back and count the added comments as well. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. You see that cheeseburger? That was not there before, and it doesn't say edited. So 84. Now I'm going to go back and count the replies. And I'll just plus it to 84. Remember 84. I think you will. It's quite a known number at the minute. Plus 2, plus 5, that's 7, 8, 9, 15, 18, 24, 25, 33, 37, 41, 43, 44, 47, 51, 53, 56, 58, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 80, 90, sorry, 91, 92, 93, 100, 103, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 112, 113, 114, 117, 117 plus 84 is 190. Oh, it's 210. So there's more comments there than what's issued. Easily. There's about 200 comments in that that thing. So it's lying there by numbers for one. But let's just go back, because there was a couple of... Let's have a look at theirs. Yes. I'd say all of these are virtually negative. And we all know full well... By the way, that guy said third comment. His other two have been deleted. You know, I've had that happen to me numerous times. Nobody wants a vaccine. Ugh. Well done. Use DuckDuckGo. Turns to Jesus. Right, there was a 7 down here. The cure is a healthy immune system. Bleach and a light bulb. Ventilators again. You see how these I'm not going to work out a percentage. Terrible. People's in education is unbelievable. Let me just pause it just for a second. Hi, Manor, this back again. I'll just take you through this article very, very quickly, then another 2 articles very, very quickly. Why have more than 1,300 CEOs left their posts in the past year? Yeah, past year. Dated November the 6th, 2019. Right? That was 2019, November the 6th. They say in the past year. They all went right at the end of that. By saying in the past year is very dishonest. Bill Gates calls for a national tracking system for coronavirus. Okay? A week after stepping down from the board of Microsoft. And can I just say, Microsoft, just as a side note to think about, Microsoft own Minecraft. Minecraft brought out an app that has, I don't think it's been rolled out officially, Minecraft World. You know, the same as that Pokemon Go, where you go around and you just do stuff and, you know, you're walking around being tracked. And let's go into the article. Anything on the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic, sharing his thoughts on how best to deal with the outbreak and its possible long-term effects on the world. A TED talk by Gates from 2015 recently emerged called The Next Outbreak. We're Not Ready. 2015. Okay. And it says given during the Ebola epidemic. Ebola epidemic was going on just before the coronavirus epidemic, because the reason I knew about the coronavirus epidemic was the fact because I was looking at the global incident map all the time at all the incidents throughout the world, and Ebola was one of them. It was actually on the west coast of Africa, and now it's just blobs of it's all just been it's just CV now. Let's just read this Fauci part. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the director of National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, this week said that mass production of a vaccine would likely not occur for another 12 to 18 months, and Gates concurred, saying that lots of manufacturing will need to be built to provide billions of vaccines to protect the world, and that the first vaccines, which would go to healthcare workers and critical workers, Could happen before 18 months if everything goes well, but we and Fauci and others are being careful not to promise this when we are not sure. Is there any point reading that? You can read through it if you wish. Gates call for a national tracking system similar to South Korea, saying that in Seattle, the University of Washington is providing thousands of tests per day, but no one is connected to a national tracking system, and that whenever there is a positive test, it should be seen to understand where the disease is and whether we need to strengthen the social distancing. With social distancing and many of his other answers, though, he addressed the difficult schism between wealthy and developing nations, saying that rich countries that push for testing and practical social distancing should avoid high levels of infection within 2 to 3 months. Though I worry about all the economic damage, but even worse will be how this will affect the developing countries who cannot do social distancing in the same way as rich countries and whose hospital capacity is much lower. IQ test. IQ. EQ, bro. EQ's much better. According to Johns Hopkins University, which is they're all linked. You know, this is Bill Gates. There have been 214,894 confirmed cases of the coronavirus, with 8,732 reported deaths, along with the White House recommendations to avoid groups of 10 people. Some cities and countries in the US, like the Bay Area of California, may soon order shelter-in-place measures to further curb the spread. Okay, let's go. And that was March the 18th, that one. Had 400,000 views. Oh, I had another bloody one open. Hang on. Man, I'm back. This is it. This is the patent that Bill Gates has just brought out. WO 2020 060606. Cryptocurrency system using body activity data. You see this? The server in the top left, cryptocurrency system in the top right. So the server's not connected to the cryptocurrency system is blockchain. In the middle is communication network, which would be your cloud, going to a user device, to a sensor, and to the person. Abstract. Human body activity associated with a task provided to a user may be used in a mining process of a cryptocurrency system. A server may provide a task to a device of a user which is communicatively coupled to the server. A sensor I just said that word, communicatively. You see how this works? Coupled to our comprised in the device of the user may sense body activity of the user. Body activity data may be generated based on the sensed body activity of the user. The cryptocurrency system communicatively coupled to the device of the user may verify if the body activity data satisfies one or more conditions set by the cryptocurrency system, and award cryptocurrency to the user whose body activity data is verified. Does that mean anything to anyone? At all? Let me run that down. Let me take the key point to you. The cryptocurrency system communicatively coupled to the device of the user may verify if the body activity data satisfies one or more conditions set by the cryptocurrency system. Firstly, What conditions are set by cryptocurrency system? How are they monitoring the person's body activity? They're not. Do you know what I mean? They to say, oh, they're going to track the device. They could just put it on someone else could just carry everyone's phone. They need to couple it to an actual person. Look at the figures. The picture, the figure 1. Communication network to the user device coupled to a sensor with the person. So it's not just tracking the phone, it needs a sensor. And I'm just saying these sensors are something different. Okay. Description. Oh, I should have went documents. So most blockchain-based cryptocurrency is decentralized in the sense that it is no central point of control. However, blockchain-based cryptocurrency can also be implemented in a centralized system having a central point of control over the cryptocurrency. Okay? Electronic cash system. You see this? Let me go to the side and go down quicker. You can pause it yourself. Hang on. Yeah. Here. This is part. Therein, the sensor 140, which was the sensor it goes to, may transmit information data to user device 130. Sensor 140 may include, for example, but not limited to, functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, scanners or sensors, electrocephalography, EEG, electrocephalographic. Oh, that's so hard to say. Electrocephalography, nearly. Near infrared spectropsy. Oh my god. Infrared spectropsy. Oh my god. Scopsy. NIRS sensor, heart rate monitors, thermal sensors, optical sensors, radio frequency RF sensors, ultrasonic sensors, cameras, and any other sensors or scanners that can measure or sense body activity or scan the human body. For instance, the fMRI may measure body activity by detecting changes associated with blood flow. The fMRI may use a magnetic field and radio waves to create detailed images of the body, e.g., blood flow in the brain, to detect areas of activity. Are you getting this? Are you getting this? I'm going to keep going up just so you can pause it and look yourself if you're concerned, because you should be concerned. You really should. Electrocephalograms. EEG. Oh, I said it that time. I said it well. See, this is actually starting to hurt. This is hurting my chest for some reason. There's. Furthermore, brain activity can be sensed using the fMRI. It measures brain activity by detecting changes associated with blood flow. They keep repeating themselves, but This bit's good. Just by the wording. User device 130 may generate raw data of the body activity. In still another example, user device 130 may filter a raw signal of the body activity using one or more filters to apply the filtered body activity signal to an audio hash function or algorithm at operation 420. You can't put hash and 420 in the same sentence. And you're not allowed. You read this? It's not on, people. Just not on. Look at all this jargon. Pause it whenever you like. Read what you like. Literally, it all's just terrible. And remember that 140 was the sensor and 145 was the person. In addition, the vectors may optionally include one or more vectors related to the task. For example, but not limited to, search terms that user 145 used or identified, or advertising that user 145 viewed. So they're not just gonna track your search data and stuff. It's how are they gonna do it? Because they're talking about visual cameras measuring our brain. If the rehashed output is identical to the vectors or the hash received from user device 130, cryptocurrency system network 150, cloud, cryptocurrency to user 145, the person, as described in detail above with respect to operation 350. For example, in the blockchain cryptocurrency system, a miner, such as one of the computer resource or nodes, which performs the validation of the body activity data, may add a new block, which includes the data of the body activity, the vector or the hash, and or the number of cryptocurrency units assigned to the user's address to the blockchain. Broadcast a new blockchain with the new block around cryptocurrency network 150 and may be rewarded with transaction fees and or cryptocurrency. How can you be rewarded with a fee? Can you hear this cat that's just come in my house? I swear I've got so many cats that just walk into my house now. Read this stuff. And the reason I've come to this, let me just read this bit. A computer readable signal medium may include a propagated data signal with computer readable program code embodied therein, for example, in baseband or as part of a carrier wave. Such a propagated signal may take any of a variety of forms, including, but not limited to, electromagnetic, optical, or any suitable combination thereof. A computer-readable signal medium may be any readable medium that is not a computer-readable storage medium and that can communicate, propagate, or transport a program for use by or in connection with an instruction execution system, apparatus, or device. You getting this? I don't know if people actually understand what the hell I'm saying here or actually care, but let me just tell you, They're trying to murder everyone. Control or murder. Your children are gonna be in a prison for life. Let's just read concept 25. The system of any preceding and or succeeding concepts wherein the body activity sensed by the sensor comprised at least one of body radiation emitted from the user, body fluid flow, a brain wave, pulse rate, or body heat radiation. Let me show you. Let me just show you something. Let's just see what this is about. Combining AI with CCTV will make it easier for police to catch criminals. AI CCTV. All these things, and when you go through them, the way in which they work is they have extreme machine learning. Pandemic of paranoia. Okay. And then, hang on, let me just pause this. Check this article. Chemical-free pest control by dielectric heating with radio waves and microwaves. Thermal pest control. Thermal pest control with hot air is widely accepted as an alternative to chemical methods. However, it requires relatively long treatment times owing to the low thermal conductivity of wood. Direct dielectric heating that applies radio waves or microwaves has the advantage of more homogeneous heating. However, sound experimental data on the technique are currently rare. Therefore, the thermal treatment of wood destroying insects with radio waves and microwaves was studied with two model pests, such as that name, and with this name as a reference. So there's three different pests there. The secure elimination of pests was achieved, and the corresponding treatment time was in the range of a few minutes. Temperature profiles were more homogeneous when applying radio waves. Homogeneous means blanketed and widespread, and yeah, more blanketed, widespread, even. Okay, so when you apply radio waves, it says within a few minutes, but at the start it says owing to requires relatively long treatment times, but then it says within a few minutes. Okay, that's temperature profiles. That was in 2017. Then I go to the next article. FCC opens up more bandwidth for Wi-Fi traffic in a unanimous enthusiastic vote. The decision will boost growth of the IoT and make affordable multi-gigabyte broadband available to more consumers. Hey, let's read this next bit. Underneath the picture, I'll have to, just so you can read it. Everyone on the leadership team at the Federal Communication Commission agreed to the US needs more Wi-Fi bandwidth, and the vote to open up 1200 megahertz of spectrum on the 6 gigahertz band for unlicensed wireless use was unanimous. Unlicensed. April 23rd, 2020. You getting this? April 23rd. Unlicensed. 1200 megahertz. And then watch my videos about RF frequencies and how they affect the body, how we are frequency beings, how our chakras are involved in our body's health, and then look at the pharmacology and how they block our internal chemical and electrical processes. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, but if anyone doesn't understand this, then I'm sorry. You need to understand. You need to look at it. Much love. Manifest Nation. Ow.